When is a good time to upgrade your instrument? A good question. I'm Sean Hulley. I'm a saxophone player who doubles on flute. Today I'm going to talk about when it's time to upgrade an instrument. I bought a new flute today because I've been fighting my instrument for quite a long time. I've been putting it off, but today I finally had enough. I've been struggling with the low notes. It wasn't feeling good, and I wasn't happy playing the flute anymore, and it was just getting me down. So I've been looking at flutes for a while now and putting it off, but today I just had enough, and I took the plunge and made the investment and replaced my flute. So the flute I'm replacing is this Selmer student model flute that I bought in 1995 in jazz college. I bought it because I felt it was time to start on my one of my doubles. I started clarinet a few years before, so I thought it's a good time to start on flute. So I've had it for 30 years. It doesn't owe me anything. It still plays actually, but the cost to repair outweighs the flute's value. The store wouldn't even accept it as a trade-in, which is too bad because if this flute was fixed up, it would be a really good beginner flute for somebody. But now I'm stuck with this flute, and it seems to be like the way of the world now. Everything's disposable. You can buy cheap instruments that won't last, which is a shame because it's such a waste of material. But anyway, that's another story. And I'm not going to sell it because ethically, I'm not going to sell it to somebody unless they're maybe a student instrument repair person. This flute is still okay in the high register, but the low notes are hard to get and they're unreliable. And it's because of the low register that I decided to upgrade, because I play that solo in Color Your World, and the first note is a low C. I can't even get it out of this flute anymore because the pads are torn in places, probably out of alignment. Like I said, it needs an overhaul. So the new flute, it's a Carlton CFM 300, and I bought it used. I've been shopping around for a flute. This one was in my budget. It's an intermediate level flute. I'll tell you a bit about the differences from this one and this student model. So this one is solid silver, and this one is silver plated. So which means that it's gone through. I can't remember the name of the process. Anyway, there's silver plating on a mysterious metal underneath, but this one is solid silver. It's heavier too. So the 300 model is solid silver. The 200 model has a silver head joint but a silver plated body, and I'm guessing, but I think the 100 model is much like this one. It's a student model entry with silver plating. The other difference is that I found that the tone hole on this one is a little bit smaller and a little bit more elongated. It's a little bit of a different shape than this one. That probably has an effect on the ability to create a nice tone. The other one is that this one is open hold. Now, I don't know what it is about open hold flutes that make them better than closed hold flutes. I'm not a flautist. I'm sure the answer is out there on the internet somewhere. But anyway, it's considered like professional models have open holes on them. The last difference is that this one is longer than this one. Now the length doesn't mean anything. All it means is that this one goes down to what is equivalent of a middle C on the piano, which is on the treble clef, the ledger line below the bottom line. That's the low C. Okay, where this one goes a semitone lower down to a low B. I was trying to get it out in the music store. It did pop out because I was concerned that there were leaks down here, but I hit it by accident actually, so I need to do my own practicing to work on that to see if I can get the low B to sound and get used to this flute. Anyway, those are the differences. I'll play a snippet of a melody. Any Canadians out there will be familiar with this. It's the theme song to Hinterland Who's Who. It was written by John Kakavas, and he was an American film composer. I was looking at his Wikipedia page, and he's done a lot on TV and movies. But anyway, he wrote this piece. These are little vignettes that were on Canadian television about wildlife. And the entire piece is 1 minute, but they only use the first few seconds, the first phrase of the song. So here it is. First I'm going to play it on the student model flute. So you can hear that it sounds okay, but compare it to the new flute. I have to make sure that I have the open holes covered. I'm not used to them yet. So that's not the best performance, but this one is so much easier to play than this one. But the real test are the low notes. So I'm going back to the student model. I'm going to play a descending C major scale. I'm not even going to try to go on. So here's the new one. Hear how rich that C is? It's almost effortless, for me anyway, to get that out. So if you're struggling on your instrument, you should have it inspected by a professional instrument technician, or maybe your music teacher or somebody you know who can play the instrument, to test it out to see if it's the instrument or if it's you. Now sometimes you get bad news and it's you, but sometimes it is the instrument, and so therefore you can get it fixed. And you should get it fixed because nobody wants to fight an instrument. It really sucks. So keep your instruments maintained. If you're beginning and you feel like you're dedicated to learning that instrument, it's worthwhile to have a good instrument right from the start so that you have an instrument that you can grow into. That is if you're really committed. If you don't feel like you're committed, you're not sure, you're better off to rent an instrument or to buy an inexpensive starter one. Therefore, if you're going to quit later on, you just take the rental back to the store, and then you've had some experience and you can move on. Okay, so I hope I've been helpful. Please like and subscribe, and happy practicing.